Hello friends, today I am going to show you how to declare, create and initialize one dimension array. And second point, how to declare, create and initialize one dimension array in a single line. So I am going to show you practically on Eclipse. Let's have a look how to declare. Let's start with declaration. How to declare one dimension array in various way. Int array dimension, then reference variable x, then enclosed with semicolon. This is the best way to declare one dimension array. It is most recommended to declare one dimension array. You can also declare like this: int y semicolon. This is also a valid declaration. You can declare like this also: int dimension z. This is also a valid declaration, but first one is most recommended to use declaration, because here variable x is separated to its type. Here variable x is separated to its type, here int type. That's why it is most recommended to do. Here you can see, here variable y is mixed with dimension, and here z is also mixed with dimension, but it is also valid, but first one is most recommended to use. Now second point, you need to be careful about. Suppose int I have taken size 3, then reference variable y and semicolon. Now you can see here one compile time error is arising here. Red cross mark you can see here. It means one compile time is arises here. Why? Because I have a specified size at the time of declaration. That's why it is invalid declaration, because at the time of declaration we can't specify the size of an array, so it is invalid. So I am going to remove size 3. Now you can see, now there is no red cross mark here. It means there is no compile time error and it is valid. Now this is for one variable. Now I am going to show you one dimension array for two variables. Simply first remove it. Let's take x comma y. Now you can see here I have taken only one dimension and two variable x, y and x and y. Both are one dimension array. X is also one dimension array and y is also one dimension array. This is valid declaration of one dimension array with two variables. You can also declare like this: int x y. Now you can see here one compile time error. You can see here left side one red cross mark is present here. It means it is invalid. Why it is invalid? Declaration is valid, but I have taken same variable here, same variable xy, and I have taken again same variable xy. That's why it is showing compile time error, because inside a method we can't take two same variable at a time. You can see here public static void main. This is a main method, and this is starting, and this is closing. So this is a method. Inside a method we can't take two same variable at a time. So to make it valid, we need to remove it. X, let's take A, and instead of Y, let's take B. Now you can see here there is no compile time error showing. It is valid, perfectly valid. Now second point, you need to be careful. Int a1 comma dimension b1 semicolon. Now you can see here this is invalid declaration. You can see a red cross mark, it means it is invalid. What to do make it valid? It is invalid because I have taken dimension here before second variable b1. You can see here b1 is second variable and a1 is first variable, and I have taken dimension before second variable. This is not valid because this is rule for only first variable. We can specify, we can declare dimension before only for first variable. We can't declare dimension before second variable. That's why it is invalid. So I'm going to remove it, dimension before second variable, and placing it before first variable. Now you can see, now it is valid, perfectly valid. You can see here there is no compile time error, there is no red cross mark here. You can place it after second variable but not before second variable. Suppose I have taken dimension after second variable. Now it is perfectly valid, but not before second variable. This rule is applicable only for first variable, not for second variable. And you can see here some space. This space is ignored by compiler, so it is valid. Now this is all about declaration. Now let's come to creation, how to create an array. Let's remove it. Now I'm going to discuss about creation, how to create one dimension array. I will look, friend, int dimension reference variable x equal to new int, let's take size 5, because at the time of creation compulsory we have to declare size, some size. You can take any size as you want. Suppose let's take 3, then enclosed with semicolon. Now you can create one dimension array like this. Now one question arises here. What is the use of new? New is an operator which is used to create an object in Java, any object in Java. New operator is used to create any object in Java, and every array is an object in Java. That's why I'm creating an array by using new operator. So it is valid creation of one dimension array. Now second point, you need to be careful. Suppose int dimension reference variable x1 equal to new int size. I have not taken any size here and include with semicolon. Now you can see here it is invalid. It is invalid creation of an one dimension array. You can see a red cross mark. It means it will arise compile time error and it is invalid. Why? Because at the time of creation compulsory we need to specify some size, and here I am not specifying any size. That's why it is invalid, because JVM in Java JVM will reserve memory based on size. That's why it is compulsory to specify some size at the time of creation of an array. So let's put some size here. Let's take 4. Now you can see here it became valid. This is creation. You can also create one dimension array with 0 size. It is perfectly valid. Int dimension x2 equal to new operator int size. I am going to take 0 size 0. Now you can see here this is valid creation. Because it is legal to take 0 size in Java. Now I'm going to show you one point, very important point. Int dimension x3. Now let's remove it. Dimension x equal to new operator int. Let's take some negative size, suppose -2, include semicolon. Now you can see here it is perfectly valid because there is no compile time error. There is no compile time error present here. It means it is perfectly valid. It will not arise any compile time error. But at runtime it will show a runtime error, because JVM will reserve some memory based on its size, but here size is negative. So how JVM can reserve negative memory size? So it will arise runtime error. You can see here. I'm going to run it. System.out.println print x. Now I'm going to run it. Now you can see here exception in thread main. It is showing an exception in java.lang here can see here java.lang.negative array size exception. It is showing runtime exception, so we can't take negative size. It compiles fine, but it will not run. Now this is all about creation of one dimension array. Now come to declaration, creation and initialization of one dimension array. Now let's proceed towards initialization. How to initialize one dimension array? We can initialize like this. First declare int dimension x semicolon. Now declaration is completed. Now it's time to create x, reference variable x equal to, I'm going to create by using new operator, new int dimension. At the time of creation, compulsory we have to specify some size. Let's take 3 semicolon. Now it's time to, now declaration part is completed, creation part is completed. Now I'm going to initialize it. You can initialize like this: reference variable x, index 0, x of 0, because it has size of 3, so index starts from 0, 1, 2 and 3, 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now x of 0 I'm going to give value 10 semicolon, x of 1 equal to 20 semicolon, x of 2 equal to 30, then x of 3 now it's already completed because size is 3, 0, 1, 2, it's already completed, 0, 1 and 2. Here you can see now initialization is completed. Suppose if you want to run it, if you want to know its size, then what we need to do, you have to print it, system.out.println its size x of, let's take I, and I will put it inside for loop, so it will print all the element present inside array. So I'm going to take it in for loop, for int I equal to 0 semicolon, I is less than equal to 2 semicolon, then I plus plus. I have initialized it with 0 because index start with 0. It will print this element. start start with this element. Now I'm going to run. Now you can see here output 10, 20 and 30. First index, second index and third index. Now you can also print its size. How to print its size? System.out.println with the help of reference variable x dot length, with the help of reference variable and length method len length. Now I'm going to run it. Now you can see here size, it is showing size 3 because I have taken here 3. Now this is all about initialization. Now come to last point, how to declare, create and initialize one dimension array in a single line. Okay, now I'm going to do it in a single line. You can see here this is declaration one line, this is creation second line, this is, and in previous I have initialized, which is third step. Now I'm going to combine it in a single line. So now see, int dimension reference variable x equal to, we can take curly braces bracket, and you need to specify element 10, suppose 10, 20 and 30, and close with semicolon. Sorry. Now this is valid declaration, creation and initialization. Here this part is declaration and this part is curly braces creation, and 10, 20, 30 is initialization. So this is single line which consists declaration, creation and initialization. So this is all about one dimension array. This was second part of array. I have already discussed first part, introduction part, in previous tutorial. So if you have not watched it, I will recommend you to watch to get more clear concept about array. So thank you friend for watching this video. If you really like this video, please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.